and good morning, Scary Champion, Psychic Medium once again. You'd think I'd think of a new introduction after all these videos. I guess it's not going to happen. Had some thoughts for you today. First of all, we're a long way from voting time. But yet it's pretty close. And about a month ago, I got a form in the mail to vote through the mail. You fill out a form, check it and everything. And at the time I said, no, I want to go down there and stand in line and talk with the people. And voting is, here's the last time. Little sticker, put it on my little calendar book. It's special. When I was a kid, and if you're a kid, I fully understand that you don't care anything about it. Fully understand that. But the consequences are that you didn't participate. And when you don't participate, you give up your right to bitch and complain about anything. If you can't go down there and punch a few buttons, then you get what you get. Anyway, I got this mail-in vote thing. I thought, I'll just tore that up and threw it in the trash can. Now it's looking like it might be a good idea. So you can, in the state of Texas, I don't know what, and I'm sure every state has this. You can just type in Google or whatever, say mail-in voting forms, and you'll come to a site. And that's all I did, mail-in voting forms, and didn't have to log in or click anything. All I had to do is put an address in there, and they'll send you a couple of forms you can fill out and mail in. If you are compromised in some way and shouldn't get out, and yes, this is going to last longer than November, they're gonna open the interstate commerce and trade soon, and it's not a good idea. But I see the other side, that everything can't stop, even though people are dying. The world has to proceed at some pace. I do understand that side, but I'm not ready to do that yet. At the end of June will probably be much better. So I'm kidding. July will even be better. But after that, it pretty much, people are just going to die and the world's going to go past them. People have to earn, they have to do what they do. Otherwise, there's no purpose for being here. Cautiously. Anyway, if you think that you might want to do a form, find it. Your state has one. All I did was type in mail-in voting Texas, and it popped right up. There it was, first one. Clicked on it. It took under a minute, and put in an address, and they're going to mail them 2 forms. It'd be nice to have in case this pandemic gets sort of accelerates or comes back 2 or 3 times, which I believe it will. I think it's already come back once, and then another one. I don't think it's as dangerous as it was, but there's something new or funny in it that could be potentially more dangerous. I don't know. You'll see it on the internet. But get a form if you feel like you might not want to risk going down there. I know our little voting place is about a mile from here, and it's always jammed. It's always a cattle thing all the way through the building, and it takes 2 hours to get up and vote. What can you do? Oh, it's almost like it's a discouragement. Anyway, moving on. Bunny's got a new blog up there. She's got a new posting. You might want to read and send her an email, talk about it. She has enjoyed the ones that she's gotten. And again, Bunny's blog it's just stuff about me that she sees around here. Lots of dead people walking around, and she's seen them herself. But how they relate to her, I'm aware they're around me all the time. They swirl around me all the time. I can feel them. I can feel them touching me. And those of you who are really psychic, you feel it too. Sometimes you feel it and it goes away. It's just that you get used to it. I know it used to be easier for me to feel them, but over the decades, you sort of get used to it, and not such a big deal. Uh, anyway, she's written her blog about something I did or said or whatever. I haven't read it. I'm trying to stay out of that. And it's good because I believe all these things that she writes will eventually go into a book that she can publish under her own name, and that will create a lot of fun too. Um, here's another thought. Um, about something totally different. And this is an observation I had yesterday. I was talking with my wife, and as most of these things start out, it's good to have a sounding board. People, if you don't have a sounding board, it's nice to have one. Um, and we had done the psychometry video where she brought items of jewelry out, and I touched them and told her things, and she said, "Yeah, that's true." And I started thinking, what that will fit into my book that I'm writing. So I began writing about it. Fictitious characters, of course. It's called the Drop Dead Dog Walker is the current title of the book. And then I started thinking, why in my whole life have I never not gotten a call from the FBI or police wanting to know something about something? You know, I can touch things and tell you all kinds of things about them. I could just be in a room and tell you what happened there. I don't need any assistance. And why haven't they done that? And then it sort of occurred to me that, of course, most psychics are interested in having notoriety. That's why they're agreeing to help the police. Most of them are not interested in helping; they're interested in money or notoriety, which in the end will get you money. And so the police no longer. At one time, they probably used a lot of psychics and mediums. Well, I'm not a psychic; I'm a medium. But got bitten in the butt by it so many times because now they see their name on the front page of the newspaper. They spilled it. I'm helping the police, and then they're flooded with a lot of work. Meanwhile, that detective's case has gone in the dumper because now their phone's ringing off the hook with false leads that take their officers out to run down because they have to run down all these things. You don't think they do, but they have to. If they get a credible or even incredible lead, they have to follow it down. It turns to nothing. So they spin their wheels trying to figure something out with false leads, and it makes them angry. And I agree with that. So that's why they don't use psychics in solving crimes. And and second of all, it's never proven to be all that fruitful. I started reading about it on the internet. I don't know about such things. But I started reading about it, and they just claim they're just not. This is not valuable, which may be the case because I have worked a couple of cases like that, and I did locate a body and who it was, and the dog, and the whole thing was in the talking to someone on the phone who was there, but I wasn't there, so it wasn't that hard to do. Over the years, a murder or two, where a body could be found, little things like that, but over the phone, just trying to help somebody out. But I can see it could go just easily the other way. You can give someone information it doesn't help any. It's too vague. I think that's a good word, too vague. Anyway, so I'm going to include this in my book. Excuse me. There's usually 3 of those, but I'm not going to cut it out. This Australian girl is a dog walker, and she ends up with this ability, which leads her down a bunch of strange alleys. Uh, But I can see why the police would never call a psychic medium. And I'm not high profile. I don't have that many clients. I'm not that well known. I've been scouring the countryside for, I think this is my 17th year to go back and forth across country and shows. I am not famous. I have a clientele and I make a living. But it does make you wonder, doesn't it? Anyway, no fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.